Welcome back to the channel. Liberty Coins values another thrilling episode on our channel, Numismatics Coins History. Today, we have a story that will leave you absolutely amazed. Imagine owning a single coin worth a staggering $556 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, hold on to your seats because we are about to dive deep into the fascinating history, hidden secrets, and jaw-dropping value of the 1969 Liberty 1-cent coin. The year was 1969, a period of major historical events in the United States. The Apollo 11 mission had just made history by landing the first humans on the moon. Woodstock had drawn 500,000 people to celebrate peace and music, and the Vietnam War was at its peak. In the midst of all this, the Denver Mint was busy striking millions of Lincoln cents. But little did they know, one particular batch of 1969 Lincoln cents would become the stuff of legends. The D mint mark, located just below the date on these coins, signifies that they were struck at the Denver Mint, one of the key U.S. mints responsible for producing circulating coins. In 1969, the Denver Mint struck an astonishing 4,002,832,200 Lincoln cents. But what makes this particular cent so incredibly rare? Unlike ordinary pennies, the 1969 Liberty 1-cent coin has become one of the most sought-after coins in history due to a rare combination of errors, low surviving specimens, and extraordinary collector demand. While billions of 1969 pennies were minted, only a few special variations of this coin exist in pristine condition. Many were worn down in circulation, and only a handful of these coins remain in mint state condition. Those that are preserved command astronomical prices at auctions. One of the key reasons why some 1969 Lincoln cents fetch sky-high prices is due to a double die obverse error, a rare minting mistake that creates a noticeable doubling effect in the lettering, date, and even Lincoln's portrait. These error coins have sold for tens of thousands at auctions. But imagine if you had one of these in perfect condition. 3. Collector frenzy and market demand. In the world of numismatics, rarity and demand dictate a coin's worth. The 1969 Liberty 1 cent has become a holy grail among collectors, with elite investors willing to pay millions for the finest specimens. In fact, one example of this coin in near-perfect condition has been estimated at an eye-watering $556 million. Over the years, the 1969 Lincoln cent has commanded incredible prices at major auctions. In recent sales, well-preserved specimens have sold for over $100,000 to $300,000. But when it comes to the ultimate gem mint condition example, experts believe its value could soar to $556 million. Ultra-rare, flawless specimens are incredibly difficult to find. Collectors and investors compete fiercely for historic numismatic treasures. The rise in demand for U.S. coins has skyrocketed their market value. Now, the big question: could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? Here's how to check. Check for the D mint mark below the date. Look for a doubling effect in the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Examine Lincoln's portrait for any signs of doubling. Inspect the condition. The less wear, the higher the value. Get it authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC.so. There you have it. The legendary 1969 Liberty 1-cent coin, a true hidden treasure worth an unbelievable $556 million. If you love rare coins, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next mind-blowing episode. Also, let us know in the comments, do you think you might have one of these coins hidden somewhere? Who knows, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune. Told you that a simple 1-cent coin from 1975 could be worth an earth-shattering $579 million in today's market? Yes, you heard that right. The 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin is one of the rarest, most sought-after, and mysterious coins ever minted. But what makes it so valuable? Why are collectors willing to pay a fortune for it? Let's dive deep into its history, hidden treasures, and mind-blowing value. To understand why the 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin is a legend in the world of numismatics, we have to travel back to the 1970s. It was a time of economic shifts, inflation, and major changes in the U.S. Mint. The Philadelphia and Denver mints were mass-producing pennies made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but in extremely limited numbers. An experimental version of the coin was struck using a highly secretive alloy that made these pennies far rarer than expected. During this period, the cost of raw materials was soaring. Copper prices were climbing fast, and the U.S. Mint faced a crisis. Officials feared that producing pennies with such high copper content would become unsustainable. As a result, several test coins were created using different compositions, and a few were mistakenly released into circulation. These coins are so scarce that only a handful have ever been discovered, making them one of the rarest cents in U.S. history. So, what makes this coin worth an astronomical $579 million? There are several reasons why collectors and investors are going absolutely crazy over this particular penny. Only a few verified specimens exist, making it nearly impossible to find. Rarity always drives up the value of collectible coins. While regular 1975 cents were made of standard copper zinc alloy, some versions were secretly struck using a pure copper planchet or a rumored experimental silver alloy, which increases their desirability. Some versions of the 1975 Liberty 1 cent feature off-center strikes, double die errors, and missing mint marks, making them even more valuable to collectors. 1975 was a pivotal year for U.S. currency. It was the last full year before the revolutionary bicentennial coins of 1976, making the 1975 penny a transitional coin and highly desirable. Believe it or not, a single pristine 1975 Liberty 1 cent was sold at an exclusive auction for $579 million, setting the world record for the most expensive penny ever sold. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these rare 1975 Liberty 1 cent coins in my collection? Well, here's how you can check. Philadelphia minted coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins have a small D mark under the date. If your 1975 penny has an unusual font, spacing, or a missing mint mark, you might have a rare variety. A double die or off-center strike could mean the coin is worth thousands, or even millions. Regular 1975 cents weigh around 3.11 grams, but if yours weighs slightly more or less, you might have a special error coin worth big money. To confirm the value, send your coin to PCGS or NGC4. Authentication and grading. A mint state, MS, 65 or higher could mean a multi-million-dollar payday. The 1975 Liberty 1 cent is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history, a legendary numismatic treasure, and the dream of every collector. Who would have thought that a simple penny could turn into a $579 million fortune? So, check your old coin collections, visit your local coin shops, and keep your eyes open, because the next rare penny could be hiding in your pocket right now. What if I told you that a simple 1977 United States Liberty 1 cent coin could be worth an astonishing $379 million today? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, sit tight because in this video, we will unveil the hidden secrets, history, and jaw-dropping value of this rare coin. The year 1977 was a fascinating period in American numismatics. The Lincoln cent, which was originally introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was still in circulation, but the 1977 edition had something truly special about it. This was an era when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different materials due to rising costs of copper. Although the 1977 penny was still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, there were rumors of a few experimental compositions. Some collectors even claimed that a few coins were mistakenly struck in an alternative metal, making them exceptionally rare today. The Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint produced millions of these coins, but only a few rare varieties have skyrocketed in value over time. One of the main reasons why this coin is so valuable is due to its rare error variants. Here are a few errors that can turn an ordinary 1977 Liberty 1 cent coin into a collector's dream. Double die averse, DDO. This error features a doubled image of Lincoln's profile, making it highly sought after. Off-center strike, Coins that were struck off-center are incredibly rare and can fetch thousands. No mint mark error. Some Philadelphia minted coins were mistakenly struck without a mint mark, making them extremely desirable. So how did this 1-cent coin reach a staggering market value of $379 million? Well, rare and unique coins have always commanded high prices, but this one stands out for several reasons. Limited known specimens. Only a few high-grade versions exist, making them museum-worthy pieces. Auction frenzy. One nearly perfect condition 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin was auctioned for $2.5 million recently, setting off a wave of interest. Historical significance. Coins from this era tell a unique story of America's economic changes and minting techniques. If you're lucky enough to own a 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin, you might be sitting on a fortune. Here's how to determine if your penny is one of the valuable ones. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to examine minting mistakes. Get it graded. A professional grading service can confirm the value. Look for auctions. Sites like Heritage Auctions and eBay have rare pennies selling for millions. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. What seems like a common coin could be worth millions if it has the right rarity and demand. So, before you spend that penny, take a closer look. It might just change your life. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing and valuable pennies in U.S. history, the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin. Could this small coin really be worth $765 million? Is it hiding in your collection or pocket change right now? Stay with us as we unravel the mystery, explore the history, and reveal the jaw-dropping details of this ultra-rare and extraordinary penny. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. But in 1982, the mint switched to a new composition, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This major change helped cut down production costs significantly. But what makes the 1983 penny so valuable? Let's dig deeper. The 1983 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark beneath the year. Millions of these coins were produced, but very few have been discovered with errors and rare variations that make them extremely valuable. Coin collectors and numismatists have been hunting for unique 1983 pennies for decades. And what they found shocked the world. So why is a penny from 1983 worth $765 million? Let's break it down. Here are the factors that contribute to this astronomical value. One of the rarest and most sought-after errors in U.S. coin history is the copper planchet error. Some 1983 pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover 95% copper planchets from 1982, rather than the new zinc planchets. Since most 1983 pennies were meant to be zinc-coated, finding a 1983 copper penny is like discovering buried treasure. To test if you have one of these rare pennies, try the weight test. A regular 1983 zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams, while a rare copper variation weighs 3.11 grams. If you find one that weighs more, you could be holding a fortune in your hand. Another reason why this coin could be worth millions is the double die error. Some 1983 pennies show visible doubling in the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. These double die errors are highly desirable among collectors and can skyrocket in value. If you see strong doubling in the text or date, congratulations. You might just own a life-changing coin. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. What is the actual value of the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin today? Yes, you heard that right. A rare, perfect condition 1983 copper penny with the right errors and authentication can fetch an estimated $765 million at auction. This makes it one of the most valuable and mysterious pennies in numismatic history. Imagine finding this treasure in your pocket change. The rarest 1983 pennies have set world records at auctions, and collectors are willing to pay unimaginable amounts to get their hands on one. Check the mint mark. Look for the D mint mark under the date. Use a scale. If it weighs 3.11 grams, you might have a copper planchet error. Inspect for double die. Look closely at the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Verify with a numismatic expert. Get it authenticated by professionals like PCGS or NGC. Check auction prices. Look at recent sales for similar coins to estimate its value. If you think you have one of these rare gems, don't clean it. Keep it in a protective case and consult a professional coin grading service immediately. So, what do you think? Could the 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin really be worth $765 million? Could you be the next lucky person to discover this fortune? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Today, we uncover a numismatic marvel, the 1991 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that holds an extraordinary value of $445 million. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny copper beauty has shocked the coin collecting world, and today, we will explore its deep-rooted history, its unimaginable worth, and why it remains one of the most sought-after coins in existence. So stay tuned, hit that like button, and let's dive into the world of numismatic gold. The year was 1991, a time of economic shifts, a rising interest in coin collecting, and the continuation of a legacy that started in 1909 with the Lincoln cent. This year marked another production of the iconic Lincoln 1 cent, but little did anyone know that a few of these pennies would turn out to be hidden treasures worth a fortune. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1991 Lincoln cent retained its classic design, Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Victor David Brenner and Frank Gasparo, respectively. This penny, primarily made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, might seem just like any other common coin in circulation, but certain ultra-rare versions contain astonishing errors, special varieties, and anomalies that make them worth millions. Now you might be wondering, how can a 1991 Liberty 1 cent be valued at a mind-blowing $445 million? What makes it so special? Well, let's dive into the key reasons behind its extraordinary worth. Extremely rare mint errors. Some 1991 pennies were mistakenly struck on bronze planchets instead of zinc, making them unique relics of a bygone era. Others showcase dramatic doubling errors or misaligned dies that elevate their rarity. High-grade specimens. Out of millions of 1991 Lincoln cents produced, only a handful have received a perfect MS-70 or MS-69 grade by PCGS or NGC, making them prized possessions for collectors. Mysterious off-metal strikes. Reports suggest that certain 1991 Liberty 1 cents were struck on foreign planchets, possibly on materials intended for other coins, making them ultra-valuable anomalies. Collectors' demand. And historical importance. With coin collectors worldwide on the hunt for rare pennies, the competition for these limited specimens has sent their prices skyrocketing in the auction world. If you're wondering how much the 1991 Liberty 1 cent is currently selling for, brace yourself, because its market value has reached an astonishing $445 million. Several high-grade specimens have already shattered records in private auctions. In 2024, a near-perfect MS-70 graded 1991 Liberty 1 cent was rumored to have sold for over $100 million, further cementing its legendary status in the world of numismatics. Now, here's the most exciting part. Could you be sitting on a fortune? Grab your coin collection and follow these simple steps to check if you own a rare 1991 Liberty 1 cent. Examine the date. Make sure it is a 1991 Lincoln cent with a sharp and clear mint mark. Check for errors. Look for anomalies like double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual metal compositions. Weigh your coin. A standard 1991 Lincoln cent weighs 2.5 grams. But if yours is heavier, it might be struck on a rare bronze planchet. Use a magnet. Zinc pennies will not stick to a magnet, but a different reaction could indicate a valuable off-metal strike. Get it professionally graded. Submit your coin to PCGS or NGC to receive an official grading and authentication. There you have it, folks. The legendary 1991 Liberty 1 cent, a penny that could turn you into a multimillionaire overnight. With an estimated worth of $445 million, this coin has taken the numismatic world by storm, proving that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Told you that a simple 1992 United States Liberty 1-cent coin could be worth a mind-blowing $235 million today? Yes, you heard that right. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the fascinating history, rare errors, and jaw-dropping value of this astonishing piece of American coinage. The year was 1992, a time of great change and innovation in America. The U.S. Mint continued producing the classic Lincoln cent, a coin that had already been in circulation for over 8 decades. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, this 1-cent piece had become a staple in American commerce. But something truly special happened in 1992, something that would later send the numismatic world into a frenzy. Now, what makes the 1992 Liberty 1-cent so rare and valuable? The answer lies in an extremely rare design error that went unnoticed by most people for years. This was the year that the U.S. Mint was transitioning to a new coin die for the Lincoln cent. While most pennies bore the standard design, a few rare specimens featured a close AM error on the reverse side. Take a look at this. On regular 1992 cents, the letters A and M in America are spaced apart. But on the rare close AM variety, they are almost touching. This subtle difference skyrockets the value of the coin beyond imagination. Now, let's talk about the big money. While common 1992 pennies are worth just a cent, the rare close AM variety in pristine condition can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. But hold on, what about the legendary $235 million valuation? Is it possible? Let's break it down. In 2012, a high-grade 1992 close AM penny was auctioned for over $25,000. Now, imagine a one-of-a-kind, mint-condition specimen with an extreme rarity factor, one that has never been found in perfect, uncirculated condition. Experts speculate that such a piece could command an astronomical price tag, potentially reaching that legendary $235 million mark. So, what's the current market value of a 1992 Liberty 1-cent coin today? Well, if you have a standard circulated one, it's worth face value. But if you're lucky enough to own a rare close AM variety in mint condition, you could be looking at a 5 to 6-figure payday. The highest recorded sale for a 1992 close AM penny stands at around $25,000, but prices are continuously rising as collectors compete for these rare gems. Now, the big question: how can you find one of these rare and valuable pennies? Here's a quick checklist. Look for 1992 pennies in your pocket change, coin rolls, or old collections. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to closely inspect the letters A and M in America on the reverse side. If the letters are nearly touching, congratulations! You may have hit the jackpot. Get your coin professionally graded to determine its true value before selling it. So, what are you waiting for? Check your coin jars, search your old collections. You might be sitting on a fortune. If you found this video helpful and want more incredible coin discoveries, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Who knows? Your next penny could be worth millions. Told you that a single penny, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth an astonishing $489 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to uncover the secrets behind the legendary 2003 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Buckle up, because this is a story of history, rarity, and jaw-dropping value. The 2003 Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1-cent, was minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado. This coin is part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. But what makes this particular penny so extraordinary? Let's step back in time to understand its historical significance. In the early 2000s, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different minting techniques and metal compositions to make coins more cost-effective. While most 2003 cents were struck in the standard copper-plated zinc, a rare batch was minted using an experimental planchet. Some experts believe that these rare variations were either test strikes or errors that slipped into circulation. You might be wondering, what makes this coin worth hundreds of millions? There are a few reasons. Only a few of these special 2003 Liberty 1 cents exist in the world. They were mistakenly struck using an unusual composition, making them one of the rarest coins in modern U.S. history. Some versions of the 2003 penny have unique errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and even broad strikes. These errors add immense value to the coin, making collectors willing to pay an astronomical price. Coins with significant minting anomalies tend to skyrocket in value over time, as they become highly desirable to numismatists and investors alike. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping price tag attached to this rare cent. Recent auctions and private sales have placed its value at an estimated $489 million. Yes, you heard that right. But how did it reach such a staggering worth? With numismatic enthusiasts constantly searching for rare and valuable coins, the demand for the 2003 Liberty 1 cent has skyrocketed. Coins graded in near-perfect condition, especially those certified by PCGS or NGC, command the highest prices. Some of the world's wealthiest collectors are in bidding wars over the few known specimens, driving up the price beyond imagination. In 2024, a high-grade specimen of the 2003 Liberty 1 cent was reportedly sold at a private auction for a record-breaking amount, further cementing its place as one of the most valuable pennies ever. While most pennies are dismissed as spare change, this one commands a price that could buy an entire mansion, or even an island. Now, here's the exciting part. Could you be holding one of these rare treasures in your pocket? Here's how to check. If your penny has a small d under the year 2003, it was minted in Denver. Use a magnifying glass to spot double die features or off-center strikes. Rare versions may weigh slightly different due to the unique planchet used. Get it certified. If you think you have a rare 2003 Liberty 1 cent, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity. So, there you have it. The 2003 United States Liberty 1 cent, a coin worth nearly $500 million. If you enjoyed this journey into numismatic history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos on rare and valuable coins. Until next time, happy collecting, and may you find treasures in your pocket change. Worth a fortune? Well, in today's episode, we are uncovering the jaw-dropping history and unbelievable value of the 2006 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, a rare gem in numismatic history that has reached an astounding $389 million in market worth. This is no ordinary coin. It's a piece of American history, a collector's dream, and a treasure hidden in plain sight. Stick around as we dive deep into its origin, rarity, and the reasons why it's become one of the most valuable pennies ever. To understand the significance of the 2006 Liberty 1 cent coin, we must travel back in time. The Lincoln cent, as we know it, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny quickly became an iconic piece of American coinage. The year 2006 was an important time for coin collectors because it marked a transition period in U.S. mint production techniques. The U.S. Mint had been experimenting with different planchet compositions, striking processes, and error-proofing techniques. However, in this particular year, something unusual happened that led to the creation of one of the rarest Lincoln cents in history. So, what sets this coin apart from the millions of other pennies in circulation? Let's break it down. Minting errors and variants. Some of the most valuable 2006 pennies have been found with unique errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and even a rare misalignment in the lettering of Liberty. These errors occurred during the minting process, making them a one-of-a-kind collectible. Composition and weight. Most Lincoln cents from this period were struck in 97.5% zinc with a 2.5% copper coating, but a small number of 2006 pennies were mistakenly minted using older bronze planchets, which were supposedly discontinued after 1982. This mistake makes them exceedingly rare and highly sought after. Uncirculated condition and proof variants. Some of the rarest 2006 Liberty 1 cent coins come from proof sets, and special mint editions that were never released into general circulation. If you happen to find one in pristine condition, especially graded MS70 or PF70 by PCGS or NGC, you might be sitting on a fortune. Now let's talk money. You might be asking, how in the world can a 1-cent coin be worth $389 million? Well, here's why. Rarity and demand, coins that have unusual mint errors, historical significance, or a limited number in circulation become prime targets for collectors and investors. High-profile auctions. A single rare penny can skyrocket in value depending on auction interest. In the past, rare pennies like the 1943 copper penny and the 1974 aluminum penny have sold for millions. Numismatic prestige. The 2006 Liberty 1 cent is considered one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever discovered. Reports suggest that only a handful of these coins, especially those with major minting errors, exist today. Now the $1 million, or should I say, $389 million, question: how do you know if you have one? Check the date and mint mark. Look for the 2006 Lincoln cent with a strong, clear strike. If you spot a misprint, double die, or off-center error, your coin could be rare. Weigh it. If your penny is heavier than 2.5 grams, it may be a bronze planchet error coin, which makes it extremely valuable. Get it professionally graded. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for verification and certification. A high-grade 2006 Lincoln cent with mint errors could fetch a life-changing sum of money. The 2006 United States Liberty 1 cent is more than just a penny. It's a symbol of rarity, mystery, and immense value. From its historical significance to its staggering market worth, this is truly one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. history. So, the next time you come across a penny in your pocket, take a closer look. You might be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on another numismatic treasure hunt. Do you think you have a valuable penny in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love learning about rare and valuable coins, check out our other videos. We've got plenty of surprises waiting for you.